The Fijian culture is a oral culture. Nothing is recorded in writing, but things are recorded orally through songs, through dances or meke, and stories. Different clans have different traditional roles. For example, we have the Bati or the warrior clan. We have the chief clan. We have the fisher folks on Wanandao. And part of these traditional roles is the Ndoni Vudu, or the composer. They play a very important role. Because they have that ascribed status, they were socialized into these musical skills. So it's embedded there. So it becomes an intelligence that they easily pick up when they're exposed to it. Yeah. So they don't have to even be taught to read music, because music is already there. They just have to listen to it and then they will imitate.
Soti, 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 yawa leka leka, dozi, 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 sudulila, nani, 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 veresa, soti, desi, nani, otona, beti, nani, vula, kokotova, kawaluri, sima, nani, baki, snevaliwa, snevaliwa, kona, seni, rosi, ela, wani, edi, popi, isa, osombo, anitimi,
And you will notice that all the lullabies and the play that I've been, it's all about the environment. Yeah. So one of the famous lullaby that when TV1 started, they used to use it to advertise baby's product.
Laingoli kendaru, laingoli kendaru, daru mainta tahu, kemunasaku, gaunandamu, oh, bawa. Okay, naka.
The grandmother is asking, "Oh, bawa laive kotinamu, where has your mother gone to?" And then she'll respond and say, Laingo likendaru. She's gone out fishing. And then she's saying, Daru mai tatavu. They have to go and smoke the fish. And then she's saying, Kemunasaku gaunandamu. You'll have a barracuda and I'll have the snapper. And then, oh, bawa. Yeah, so it's not only music, it's also synchronizing, the melody, and at the same time teaching the child vocabs, names of fishes, and activities that she should do, the roles that she will have to perform later on in life. We never saw it that way, but that's what's in the lullaby. So at a very young age, they're exposed to music. And then as they grow older, they observe and imitate other older children and adults. So when adults move on, they take the part of adults in traditional mekes. So, and then they continue the storytelling through dances, through songs. Yeah, and that's how our stories and knowledge and skills are recorded. Yeah.
Yeah. Kota mangu, lai goli kotinangu, de kiserea, aungane kiserea, kotumai, Rodriguez Aduri, Daily Sangaimo, Semai na velo velo, na rumai lele, tauriau na kai balangi, au saber, senandali, au saber, au satawa, na tanga, sangai mi, Naimenda no butangi.
In the Fijian community, we have different traditional roles. So it's when they perform the dance, it's practice, and it's also a form of conserving knowledge, conserving practice, conserving tradition. So as they continue to perform it, we continue to practice. But when we'll stop, then it'll be forgotten. Okay, so with the meke, there's one thing I haven't touched on is the costume. The costume. The costume that's worn also differentiates, your traditional role in society, your status in society. The costume that you wear, from your headdress to your ankle. And the salu that you wear, or the garland, it also differentiates your status in society. Yeah, and even how you are arranged in the meke, how people are arranged also shows their status in society and their role in that particular dance. Yeah, and it's a great way of transmitting information. And students learn better. So it's not only musical intelligence, but it's also spatial because of the movement. And they learn to coordinate and socialize with other people in the dance. The te ulawi te imbalangi te tiwi te rombono. It's because I grew up in the coast, so a lot of the play and the songs is associated with my environment. And similarly, the play, the mekes for people in the coast will be different from those inland because of the different roles and the different activities that happen. See, for the dance that talks about the war, it's especially for the warrior clan. And also is telling them about their responsibilities in protecting their vanua. And I also talked about play. I remember when we were young, we used to do using the hand clap as play. Yeah? So asita batiaya nawanga kutu nawanga kata nawanga endauwe sakoyaki. So it talks about sailing. And it talks about the tide, when it comes in, when you should go sailing, and the weather. So all that knowledge is in. So it's not just, maybe our elders knew this, but it's a form of teaching children language, words, synchronizing, sounds.
Okay, that's all. Hey.
Well, lullaby, usually it's the elders, the grandmother that sings to the to the child to try and put the child to sleep. Yeah, or in some cases when the child is restless, when the child is crying, so the grandmother will sing a song.
It's the bats. Eh? The bats.
The bats, the big bats.
Yeah, the big bats.
What about them?
Like when they fly out, yeah, we sing the song we sing. It's about the bat when they fly out, and we try to bring them to the kids, for the kids that we trying to make them, yeah, sleep. It's a lullaby.
It's a lullaby about the bats.
Yeah, about the bats. When the bats fly back to the house, and there's a snake coming. Yeah. Try to catch the bat, but sorry, can't, because the bats are so, yeah, they fly out. The snake can't catch the bat. Buga buga ombega, buga sarai sagea, laisa saraugena, manu manu biliawa, maniga ianga a, buga saramaisala, buga saramaisala. Buga buga rambega, buga sarai sagea, laisa saraugena, manu manu biliawa, maniga ianga a, buga saramaisala.
And there's another one about breadfruit. And I think this is a common one in Fiji. Ndrauni uto bota toka, ndrauni uto bota toka, lutukirao sa dingoma, lutukirao sa dingom, sa we na vula. So it's talking about breadfruit leaves when it browns, and also the breadfruit is mature, and at the same time there's full moon. So it's relating the weather with the plant and what should be done. So when it talks about how when you see the breadfruit leaves, when it browns and then it falls, you have to go and pick it up. So, it's teaching children their roles. Yeah, so it's not just the skills and knowledge, but also their roles, because it's we are an oral culture, and a lot of our information and knowledge and skills are stored in meke, and that's the best way of transmitting. That's how they transmitted knowledge and information in the olden days, and I think if teachers use that in the classroom, students will remember things better, and they'll appreciate it because it's relevant for their context and they can apply it daily. Yeah, and they'll be able to do well academically too. Yeah, if only they contextualize the teaching strategies and even the content of what is taught. Yeah, the important thing about meke, which is lacking nowadays, is people knowing the fact that there's information, there's knowledge, there's skills embedded in that meke. So meke didn't only just come later on in life, learned later on in life. It was taught from infancy in the form of lullaby. So that's when the child begins to be exposed to music.
Okay, the last one. More than papa. This one, when their mother, the mother of the kids, go to Lambasa to buy some bread and butter for the kids to eat. Yeah. For the kids and the family to eat. Modena papa inamu walai lambasa lai voli mandrai ke nambata kana koiko modena papa Let's be right. Rua tolu. Mode no kupapa, inamusalay lambasa. Ay boli man ray kilambata, kana kana ko iko. Mode no kupapa, mode no kupapa. Oh, this is my face. This is my tabi niya. Dami.
Yes. Iramba we. Mode, pepe. Yo inamsalay sawa. Bibili memu borojada. Ale, may mamay sasanga eh. Sasanganga papa. Sasangenge. Vale, halin ni singer.